Welcome to the channel. Today's date is December 9th, 2024, and we're going to be covering selling puts and selling calls against MicroStrategy. Let's get right into it. It doesn't matter if you're bullish on MicroStrategy or you're bearish on MicroStrategy. What we're going to go over is how you can earn income before you get to the price that you either want to buy it or you want to short it. So we're going to be covering selling puts and selling calls to make income up until the time you want to buy it or just consistently keep making income. But it's important to understand that when you're selling calls against a position, you're going to have to take a short position if it comes above your strike price. If you're selling puts against a position, you have to realize that you got to be prepared to purchase the shares of MicroStrategy. So right now, MicroStrategy is selling at $379. Just suppose for a moment, if you sell the 350 strike at a put at 350, you got to be prepared to put up to $35,000 that it takes. Because remember, one put is worth 100 shares. And that's the same for calls. If we go out and we sell the 420 strike price against a call against MicroStrategy, we got to be prepared to take on a short position on MicroStrategy at 420. So let's get into the trade. So what we're going to do is we're going to sell to open MicroStrategy, and we're going to do the December 13th. Remember I said that it's December 9th. So that's basically we got five trading days counting today until our trade expires. And we're going to do calls first. We normally don't sell calls on down days. So this wouldn't be a trade that we do, but we're just going over on how to do it. So let's say, and what makes MicroStrategy so special is that it's so volatile that you get really good premiums, and it also allows you easily to be able to roll up the option or roll out the option while still making money. So here, what MicroStrategy is selling at 378 right now, and we're going to go. We like to kind of go far out. We don't like to be greedy because we really don't be wanting to be assigned. So as you can see with these premiums here, MicroStrategy, if you're real bearish on MicroStrategy, like super bearish, and you want to decide to sell a call for 1 week at 430, as you can see there, just with one call, you'll get $625. But for me, that's a little bit too much risk because MicroStrategy is a real volatile stock. So let's say if we went out to 460, we're still getting a nice premium. So we can go out all the way to 490. And that's what makes this special. So the bid is $2.58 and the medium is $2.75. So what we'll probably do here, we'll probably put a medium of $2.70, and more than likely we will be assigned that. And that's $270. And basically that's saying that with this trade alone right now, without rolling up or rolling out, so MicroStrategy at 379, we're selling a call of 490. We understand if it goes above 490, we will be assigned a short position. So we will have to have $49,000 to short our position. And if you're real bearish on MicroStrategy, then that would be a good trade if you're happy with the 490 strike. Now let's go in the opposite. The opposite would be if we're going to sell a put against MicroStrategy, and we're going to do it at 478. So now this means that since we're selling a put, we understand that we're bullish on MicroStrategy, and we don't think that MicroStrategy is going to come down to the price. And if it does come down to the price that we're selling the put for, we understand that we're going to have to buy those shares. But again, MicroStrategy is so volatile that you get really nice premiums against it. So if you are bearish, but you don't want to buy at 378, let's say you want to buy at 300. You want to buy, and if you're bearish at MicroStrategy, and with it being at 377, in 1 week, so 1 week on December 13th, and remember, it's December 9th, if you sell a put against it at 300, you'll get $212. Again, it's important to understand that if it does go below 300, you will be assigned those shares. But it's a good way to earn income on the stock that you don't really want to own yet, or you don't want to have a short position, but you're bullish on it, so you'll be willing to sell puts against MicroStrategy. So now that we cover puts and calls, what we're going to do now is we're going to go over how do you roll out MicroStrategy put and a MicroStrategy call. And that's, again, this is what makes MicroStrategy such a good option stock, because of the volatility, and the premiums are so high that you can maneuver within the trade and bring your trade down or bring your trade up, depending on what on side of the side of the trade that you want to be on. So what we're going to go over now is we're going to say that we sold a put last week against MicroStrategy, and we sold, you can see here, we sold the 350 strike. And now MicroStrategy is down $17.60. So we're a little uncomfortable at 350 with our strike price. So we want to act before it get close. Because if you let it get too deep in the money, a lot of times it's too hard to roll out. So I like to kind of roll mine out prior to. I don't like it to go deep in the money, because if it goes $40 in the money, it may not let us roll it out too far. And at that point, you may be assigned. So what we're going to do, so we're going to say in this video that we sold to open a put at 350, and now we're uncomfortable of where our price is at. So now we're going to buy the close, the 350 strike back, which is the December 13th, and then we're going to sell to open the December 20th call, which will give us another week, and we're going to roll down to 310. So that'll be a difference in 40 points. So if you were assigned the shares, you wouldn't be assigned at 350, you would be assigned at 310. And then if you're bullish on it, then, and if MicroStrategy start going up from there, at least you didn't lose that $40, which would be about $4,000. You wouldn't lose that. And instead of putting up $35,000, you only got to put up $31,000 to buy those shares. So, and as you can see from here, we're just going to go with the midway point. No, we're going to actually go with what people are bidding, because we know we can get it at that price. So if we bid it $8.15 to buy the option back, and then we sell to open at $8.40 to 31.10 strike, and as you can see here, we get a credit of 31 cents. So that means they'll give us back $31 just to roll this out. And you could be a little bit more riskier if you wanted to. You can go to 320 and it'll be up to $1.80. So then they'll give you $180. They give you $180 to roll that option out. But then you got to remember, now you're only $30 out and you're not $40 out. So it's all in your comfort. But it's real important that you understand you can go negative if you want, but it's super risky. I wouldn't do it. But if you got the money and you really want to own the shares, that's better for you, because you're not buying at $376. You're buying it at $320. So now what we're going to do is we're going to go in the opposite. We're going to do a call against MicroStrategy, and we're going to say that we had the 385. No, let's go a little bit higher than that. We're going to say we had the 395 strike, and we're uncomfortable because even though MicroStrategy is down today, this is just mainly for the education of it. So we don't like it, and this one expires on December 13th. So we say, well, we want to act now to roll out our position. So we're going to go to the next week, which will be December 20th, and we're going to roll MicroStrategy out. We're going to roll the price out to, let's say we're going to see how much 400 is paying us. 400 will be paying us $22.65. So we think we can go a little bit higher. So we can go to 315. And a lot of this, we want to make some money. But a lot of times we just want to make sure that we protect ourselves and not be assigned the shares. So we can go all the way up. That's what make these options so special. So we can go from 395 to 440 on the call side. And remember, when you're selling, so we'll be buying back our option at 395 and selling the 440 strike. So it's important to remember that if it goes above 440 and you want to short MicroStrategy, understand that your price now will be 440, and you have to have the $44,000 to make sure that you can cover that if you are assigned a short position. And if you're really, really bearish on MicroStrategy, instead of shorting it just this common stock at 376, you can start shorting it at 440, and they will be giving you a difference of $1. Right now, with the bid and ask price, they'll be giving you a difference of $1. So they'll be giving you $100 to roll it out. So you'll be rolling rolling out and up. So now just to recap on this, and remember it's the same thing with puts, but this is a call, which is a short position. So we're going to go from December 13th to December 20th, but we're going from 395 to 440. I hope this helps you generate some income. And we like to have, we call it that we're just consistently and constantly making money. And I actually call it, I always tell people that I have a printing machine in my basement that I can print money at any time, as long as I'm willing to take the risk. I hope this video was helpful. If you like the video, please subscribe, please like, please follow, and we're out.